is a result of man's free will and the failure to use reason correctly. Then the prayer of enlightenment. He prays not for maternal wealth, but for God to free human souls from ignorance. To assume ignorance is the only.
My friend.
Number 2, commentary on the key terms. And I can't say that word because it's in Greek.
But what are we talking? This wasn't even the topic. What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know. It's his PTR. I'm explaining his PTR.
Okay, she can't read.
And you went in the camera.
She lives in a Honda Civic and drinks bottles. Like bottles. I don't know what to tell you.
We're talking about something else.
I'm in a room full of R words. What do you mean? What room am I in? It's obvious. Well, I really apologize for changing the topic. I hope you guys have a great day on your topic.
It's okay, Aleister Crowley.
I can't find it.
You don't need to find it, my friend. They're about to kick me. They can't stand that people are even talking.
Yeah, I haven't been a hater. I've been trying to
She's reading on stoicism.
What's wrong
with her?
Well, yeah, maybe you don't want me to, but selfishly, I'm trying to find your other account because I'm not friends with that.
Get a better understanding of his PTR.
I'm only friends
And then
with
it gets into a lot of Greek. And let's see, some of the key concepts. I'll just read the conclusions. This text is a beautiful example of how the Stoic bridge the gap between rigorous logic and spiritual devotion, seeing the study of the physical universe as a form of communion with the divine mind. Are you looking into Clintus specifically, or are you wanting to explore broader Stoic views on Logos?
You can take it.
The end. Wait, what? That's all I read.
In straight, there's an A-frame, right when you go to the,
Number 2.
right when you turn over here, there's an A-frame with track right up.
I got an A-frame right here, baby. Okay, sorry. Okay. Next. What else would you like to discuss about it, Aleister Crowley?
Well, since Megatron is busy working, we should probably discuss the Islamic Space Force integration in Saudi Arabia with the United States of America Space Force and what this means for lunar development. Because personally, as an American, I will never share space with a Muslim on the moon. That's just me personally, and it is my opinion.
Yeah, but it's split. So you can have your own share in the other half of the moon.
Yeah, no, I really don't want to not share space either. If it's okay.
Maybe Aleister Crowley can have the dark side moon.
I don't want to get jihaded on the moon and have my head cut off for all eternity on the moon.
If anything, you're the fucking terrorist in the whole thing. So
No, that's probably you, Narjas. That's projection.
God, you're the ultimate terrorist in the whole thing.
Okay, Narjas. Whatever you say, Miss Projection.
Look at this. I don't want to be the hardest. Fuckers, you're the biggest terrorist in the world.
That's projection, Narjas. I'm calling Cash Patel. I'm telling him where you're at in San Diego.
But you think I'm going to scam you? I'm trash
Back here. Hi, trash bag.
Cash Patel.
What is that, a chick?
Trash bag.
It's impossible to compete with Kitty and try to get a topic going.
On the bed. At the foot of the bed. You know, the culprit lays.
Is everybody looking right now? My ADHD is peaking
Well, let's be honest. Megatron and Regal are terrible moderators, and Kitty is a terrible moderator, and there is no topic except for the Islamic Space Force.
That's what stoicism. You know what stoic, Aleister? His name is have you spoken of?
Everybody's fighting in their own little spots.
He actually holds rooms on stoicism.
Will you ping me in sometime, Nargis?
Yeah, sure. He actually comes to these stations.
Well, John has rooms. He used to read Aleister Crowley like for hours on end, and when there were no other, well, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but when there was no other rooms that had like Christian topics or music rooms, then I would just go in there and I would just sit in there with him and listen to him read.
Okay, so you guys failed to understand why I asked you to look at my PTR, because We're talking about the progression of concepts here. And it says here that he recognizes that moral evil in the world is the result not of fate, but man's free will. He prays to God to free human souls from ignorance. Closes with an apostrophe in praise of God's law. So again, we go back to the law. And unfortunately, people like Narges who claim that I am a terrorist, and I claim that that's projection. What we're really talking about is violation of the law. What is legal? What is illegal?
Okay, I said.
Hello?
Sorry, Draco, you were talking over him the whole time, so it was really hard to hear him.
Maybe I did.
That is algo todavía.
Too early.
I don't do that. I apologize.
That's what you call going through the motions, right?
Thank you. I don't think that Draco even realizes that he's hot miking right now, to be honest.
My
So,
It's okay, buddy.
welcome back, everybody. This is the R-Word support group for people that didn't graduate high school and can't read books so good anymore and stuff. And all they do is talk endlessly to fill the dopamine void in their lives. But in this room, we are hoping that there will be courageous Clubhouse users willing to read from a book or a manuscript or a link, as opposed to just running their mouths endlessly about nothing.
In my mind, there was a whole choir singing.
Imagine if you get to heaven and God is the green bean and there's no other green beans and God is just like on the throne saying, "Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Read a book! I wrote a book, read it to me." And everybody's just like, "Shut up!"
That's probably how it's gonna go, okay?
Flashback, is that you?
Yeah,
I was recently removed from my local Portland, Maine Facebook group, and then for complaining because I wrote a post bitching about it in the Maine politics group, I was removed from the Maine politics group as well. And so now all I have is Clubhouse.
My friend, will you send me that link so I can join on my 100 plus Facebook accounts and ask where my friend is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
It's the Portland, Maine Facebook group. It's called Portland, Maine, and it's the one with all the followers. It's like 100,000 members or something. Portland, Maine. And
Exactly. Did you say that was like
I was removed from the Facebook group.
There is a Greater Portland, Maine local classifieds page. Have you considered posting your basket weaving skills there?
He doesn't have just basket weaving skills. Why are you being rude?
Okay, I am now a member of the group. What should I write?
It's been helpful.
Why did you delete my friend?
Yeah. Why did you delete my friend? Don't call me trash bag. Nobody knows me by name there. Although they might make the connection, actually. If you said the guy known as trash bag, they might be like, oh, is that Zach? Are you talking about Zach? What? So, do you want to know what I said?
Yeah.
So somebody posted in the group, they said, hey, I'm looking for a local meditation group in Portland. Bonus points if it's queer. A queer meditation group.
I'm going to put a rainbow in there for you. Okay, buddy. There we go. Let the chaos ensue. I think by midnight we'll have your town burning to the ground.
What did you write? Did you write something?
I wrote all LGBTQ and trans Portland Mainers who are interested in basket weaving, please go to rewildmaine.com and contact my friend Zach De La Ruda.
Is that what you wrote? That's amazing. If that's, I mean, yeah, that's amazing.
No, I'm just kidding. There's some
Anyway.
questions. They make you answer questions before they accept you.
I know. So you can. I mean, I don't care what you write, but don't say the N word, please. Don't say the N word or the R word if you can avoid it.
That's the arm.
I don't want to
Sounds
say.
like R, but it has a re in front of it.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, somebody said I'm looking for a meditation group. Bonus points if it's queer. And I wrote a comment and I said, why does Buddhist meditation have to be queer or not queer? I said, I fear you may be slightly missing the point of Buddhist meditation. That was my comment. And it got a bunch of, that was what I said. And then it got a bunch of thumbs up, but also people didn't like it. And some people said that I was bullying the queer community. And then the administrator of the group, John, the administrator of the group, who is a woman, she's about 42.
Oh my God.
I'm sure that you could picture this woman in your mind, and she wanted to have a phone call with me. So last night we got on the phone, and at one point, at first she said, I think she said, "Oh, you're a nightmare to talk to," and I said, "Did you just say I'm a nightmare to talk to?" She said, "Oh no, I was talking about my phone because my phone here, I have the kettle here." Quiet. But she said my phone, so I was talking to my phone. And then later she said, "You're a horrible." And she said, you're like a horrible white man. And I said, that's what you got for me? I'm a horrible white man. And I said to her, and I said I was very proud of myself, I said, you'll forgive me if I don't stoop so low as to share the insults that I might be able to come up with that I have for you. Because I said, I don't feel like
Why
insulting
did you
you right
remove
now.
my
I don't
friends? I
wanna
feel
fight
a
with
ruler
you.
from this group.
And we were on the phone for about 15 minutes, and at the end of the phone call, it was like 8:30 at night, and I said, all right, well, listen, I gotta go. And she said, okay, bye, and hung up on me. And then I woke up this morning to find that I had been banned from the group, blocked completely. The group is no longer there. And then I went to go to the main politics group, and I was bitching about it, and I wrote a long post bitching about it. And then I was removed from the main politics group as well. So, that nigga's gay. Them niggas is gay. And now I'm here with you guys.
Okay. Well,
You forgot to use the R word. Might as well put it in the holster.
oh God, don't do it.
Them niggas is retarded.
Look at that.
So, something about harassment and abuse. I film a lot on YouTube, and it tells me when there's abusive harassment, hate speech, or speech that makes people feel uncomfortable. And to tell you the truth, I no longer ever, I hope, see, the problem is, logically, I don't want to abuse people because that's a waste of time. And, but it catches me regularly kind of harassing people, and I can't seem to help myself.
You're harassing people.
Well, it just kind of comes out in the conversation when people are intentionally saying things to me that seem to trigger me to kind of amplify the conversation. It's like a one-upmanship. And, if they're going to say things that upset me and cause me psychological friction, there's a good chance that I'm going to return communication. It's like a tennis match. It's like they hit the green ball of anger and hate at me, and then I return it with a higher speed, ball. Anyways, everyone understands. I'm just trying to say, in the name of the Most High, if you were wise, you would actually avoid any friction unless it was for commercial application, for making money. Am I right? Hello?
I love when you end it with hello. I find myself saying it even if I'm on mute. Hello? Okay, Nargis, new topic. Please.
Well, what?
Someone the Persian was talking about having 3 or 4 phones, and I said, I have a friend on this app, and his name is Kitover. He's damn funny, and you guys are like freaking trolling him for having 3 or 4 phones and accounts. My friend has like 40 plus accounts, and they were shocked. And after I explained John, I said, hello, and they're like, yeah, it was a reflex reaction. I swear, I didn't even.
So I'm dreading making the call. My wife wants a new car. My daughter's doing internship this summer. She's in pre-med, so I have to give her my car. And I have to take money out of my annuity. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay off the car that I just recently bought her. And that's going to be my car. And she's going to she wants a new Kia Sorento.
Why don't you just go on Craigslist, get the best, cheapest used car in your area? Keep the money in your annuity. Once you take it out, you're fucked, dude.
No, I can pay back interest. I own interest.
Well, anyways, that's nice
John,
of
you
you
know
to
what it's
do
like
that.
to have a job?
Oh yeah, I've worked my ass off. You know what it's like to sit in a trench with a rifle?
How did you work your ass off? I'm still working. I'm not retired, and we're like the same, almost the same. I think I'm older than you.
Rabboni Shalom, I'm half Jewish, so I got the good deal. Like Nixad here. You ever hear somebody complain about how a Jew sits all day, reads a book, gets disability? Reads a book, gets paid by the government to sit there and read a fucking book all day?
What's wrong with that?
What I'm saying is, there are people on this app. No, what I'm saying is there are people on this app that complain about me or about the J words. And all I tell them is they create content here all day long, but they don't get paid for it. Why is that?
Why do people entertain themselves? Well, I entertain myself. I just do it quietly by myself.
No, what I'm trying to say is that they're complaining about the J words getting paid to sit there and read Torah all day long. And I tell them, aren't they smarter than you? Because it's just content. And you sit here and also read and create content all day, but you don't get paid for it. But yet tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Orthodox Jews in Jersey and New York, etc., they get paid to read a book all day long. Why is that? Are they smarter than you? Did they game the system? Are they taking advantage of the system? Is it fraud? Is it fraud? Hello?
You know what's the problem, Mark, is that I attract these people, and this is the type of room I'm always gonna have rooms like this. It's always gonna be a mess. It's always gonna be like this. I have to accept it. I have to accept it, you know.
Hey, listen, I was quite disappointed with Paul Williams and his replies, even like to the Muslims in the room. In the end, before you left, my God, it started to get so aggressive against him.
Against Paul.
Read your back messages.
So you're saying that
The entire Muslim social and group, started attacking him like anything.
Yeah, because did you see how bad he was botching those verses?
Really bad replies. I was so disappointed.
Because you guys are
He's an
following
academic,
counterfeit
bro.
religions that don't provide direction in your life.
No, but that he was referring. He's an academic, and for the first time I saw Paul not reply to any questions, let alone Megatron's.
What
even like
probing question did Paul fail to answer?
He was referring everything back to scholarship and saying,
What's
"You're
wrong
a
with
freaking
scholarship?
academic. At
That
least
sounds reliable.
However, like maybe
I'll
as
say
an academic
scholar.
you could quote a few, like at least in your field, for the sake of historicity, a few freaking he's a historian. A few freaking historians who might have different views. It seemed like he's become quite the biased sort of dogmatist, which was quite disheartening, I think.
So if
The
you're
dogmatist of what?
if you're a biased dogmatist, does that mean you deny physics? You have no interest in like
Not
energy,
necessarily
understanding.
depends on your dogmatism. You could be biased and dogmatic in our current conception of physics.
Got it.
Just not open for different views. John, he wasn't like giving the usual many views, the diverse views on one topic, which usually an academic presents and not judges and not gives his own opinion
How about
unless
this,
he's
Nargis?
asked for it.
Try to imagine what you are attempting to explain to me has to be conveyed in 140 characters or less, and then tell me what you're trying to say to me.
Messy writing.
So wait, is that like that's a compression, right? Makes that's like eliminating a lot of the unnecessary words.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that by the end of 140 characters, I'll know what Nargis is trying to tell me.
Like as a pressy, like as a short statement.
Which
Yeah.
he's asking you to focus,
It is actually.
to concentrate.
There's an old sheepish term for this. It's I think Aramaic in origin, but the word is tachlis.
Mhm.
Or tahlit would maybe be what the Sephardim would say, but the Ashkenazim say tachlis. And what it mostly means, and if you find like an old Jewish man, he'll say this to you, it means get to the point. Meaning like, I love all of your artistry. You can take forever afterwards, but just like before you take forever, tachlis, what exactly are you trying to say? And then go on with whatever the hell you want to say. Which is why I'm saying, before you continue, explain what you were trying to tell me as you would if you were limited to 140 characters. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I say if I think I'm correct?
I don't really like that.
Tachlis in Yiddish means business. So
Word enough for you,
get down to business.
Hello?
Yeah, pressy. Like we have it in but not in that sense.
But how do you say it to the other party? Do you say tachlis, 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 tachlis?
I'll tell you why there's no Islamic space program. They're causing enough problems on Earth, let alone space.
Random question. I genuinely don't know the answer to this. Does Israel have their own independent space program?
I don't believe so, because the only time an Israeli has
Not necessarily astronauts. I'm just saying like satellites. I assume they're sending stuff up there now.
Yes, there are Jewish-owned satellite space companies. There's actually publicly traded.
And I really should know this, considering all of the like.
There are competitors to SpaceX. There are multi-billion-dollar space companies out there.
This guy, bro, shut the fuck up, and I'll put you in the audience, bro.
Okay, so Bart, is there an Israeli space program? Because I straight up have no clue.
How do you spell Israel?
Israel.
Israel.
And then an I at the end if you're talking about Israeli.
I
Israel.
have this
Did I
weird
say it right?
comic image of like an Israeli spaceship.
Yeah, that's perfect. I don't know that there isn't. You have to be more conspiratorial. Is there?
Yes, Israel has an active space program managed by Israeli Space Agency, or the ISA.
Oh shit, there's an Israeli space agency.
Established in 1983 under the Ministry of Innovation, Science, and Technology. It focuses on satellite miniaturization, commercial space technologies, and academic research. Israel is one of the few nations with independent domestic launch capabilities.
Nice.
Using Shabbat rockets. Cool.
I can imagine there's a milk and meat kitchen, yeshiva.
Of course. But now the question is.
It's too early to be that drunk.
Now the question is, what are the Israelis doing with their space program?
Stupid, it happens naturally.
I feel you on that.
Well, obviously they're launching spy satellites. They're launching spy satellites. It's obvious, and it's all digital now, and it's data. They are data centers. Starlink is a data center.
that's supposed to mean.
It's an array. It's a data center array. It's an internet in space with unlimited storage capability. It's the most incredible innovation.
Starlink, that's Elon Musk. That's not.
It's the same thing. Israelis, America, we all have the same shit up there. We're all launching the same
Yeah,
shit.
we are allies. Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking Wi-Fi in space.
Intercontrol and America helped Israeli get their space program.
The Israeli space program launched the first monkey into outer space in 1996. Its name was Bobo.
Yeah, but I think we blew that monkey up.
No, I'm sorry. Danny Dubenstein was the nickname for the monkey the first time in 1996 when Benjamin Netanyahu serenaded that spaceship. It was incredible. Rabbanu Shalom.
Hello?
Everyone's gonna be a comedian today. We're never gonna have a discussion. So it's just gonna be a fucking big brawl of fucking base heads constantly interrupting all fucking day today. So
This is what the WWE is like.
Isn't that every day? When is it not like that?
yeah, that's what it's gonna be like today.
Rabbanu Shalom.
Trash bag. Yeah, sometimes we actually learn in here.
One second. Trash bag.
Trash bag.
I'm here.
I just want to tell you that I finally finished Ishmael.
Oh, amazing. Wow,
Yeah.
really? What did you, I can't believe it. What did you think? Please tell me everything. Don't hold back. I read it when I was 17.
I thought it was cute, simplistic, fun argument,
Yeah.
kind of silly.
Yeah,
It's my wife expressed her frustration with it, which is that it's like a tease of a book. It just goes on and on, prolonging its premise that it just won't reveal, which it could on the first page. Like, it would work better in reverse.
yes.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
if you took the
you're
end
right.
and said, here's exactly what it is, and he says, I don't know what you mean, and then he unpacks it, that would be better
What would
than what
you
they
say?
did.
What would you say exactly what it is? Exactly what is it? How would you, if you
When you
were to write the
explained,
book
I
in
want to
reverse?
save the world because I think you're all crazy based on the agricultural revolution, which would have been nice and simple.
Right. The agricultural revolution was a mistake, and we should live
Yeah.
with the monkeys in the.
That's
middle
all
of
he's
the
saying. He's saying, hey, think about maybe the agricultural revolution sucked. That's his big point. Which, by the
You're
way,
right.
the reason he unpacks it slowly is because he's talking about a lot of people dying. He's
Right.
like, hey, be okay with more death. And we're like, maybe not. And he's like, well, then fuck you. And I was like, okay, well, fuck you. You're a monkey in a cage. Right? That's like,
amazing.
he's trying to sugarcoat that his, like, ecological peace argument is calling for the death of large,
Las
amounts of
Vegas.
humans.
Las Vegas.
Just tons of people.
Yes.
The death and destruction.
The entirety of the Indonesian island.
Yeah. You know, rampant disease, all of nature pushing back on humanity, which, like,
Right.
humanity decided they weren't going to be a part of. And he's like, well, knock that shit off. It's like, go animal. And it's like, that's his, like, pivotal book. And I'm like, okay, that's your great wisdom from a gorilla? Yeah, that's exactly the kind of stupid thing I'd expect a gorilla to tell me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right. I mean, you're not wrong. I think that my beliefs have certainly evolved, and I've ended up as like a nature guy. It's funny, like I never really even liked nature. There's mosquitoes, there's ticks. It's hot.
Nature is still good. It's part of you.
No, but what I'm saying is like I came to nature because I wanted to escape civilization, and then the ending civilization kind of evaporated, and what I've been left with is like these nature connection skills, and now I'm like a plant and nature guy, which is I feel good about. But I think you're right that
Good thing to
ending
do.
I mean, ending civilization is a ridiculous proposition. It's absurd completely.
Right.
And I used to have a business card that says civilization is
But a gorilla would think it was a good idea.
Yes.
It's a gorilla would enjoy.
The gorilla is stupid.
My friend, I gotta.
You have to realize how the story works on different levels.
Wait a minute, I'm listening to a gorilla at the end of the day here. It's kind of like Clubhouse.
Exactly.
They have to realize
It's like,
that on
are
the
you
other
going to
end
take
of the
advice
line,
from someone who wrote a
it's
novel
gorilla.
about the great advice he had after staring at a gorilla for 3 weeks?
There's an antique shop by my house.
Thank you for reading it.
There's an antique shop by my house, and on their business card, their slogan says, if you didn't get it in the will, you can get it here."
I like that.
Okay, so I got a question from McZed. Do you think in the word Israel, Israel, do you think there's anything to it with the Ra and the L, and even in your name, Aharon or Aharon, or even Ben? 3-letter words here we're talking about. Like, do you think words from 10,000 years ago are still floating around in our words today? Hello?
I'm under the impression that Judaism is the fastest growing religion in the Middle East.
Territorially or spiritually?
Well, it's a good message for surviving in this world under the one true God. So I think people get inspired by it. Some people get so inspired by it, they just try to make derivative imitations of it.
But how do you know for sure it's the one true God?
I don't know.
Is it your opinion?
How do you know it? How do I know it's the one true God? I don't know. How do you know it's the one true God?
I saw your profile for like 3 seconds and I can't stop thinking about how insanely adorable you look when you're just being yourself. That effortless charm, it's criminal. Your character energy must be the cutest, most heart-melting way possible. I appreciate you, but if you're
Is that
honest,
John?
how many women have you sent this exact message to this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my God, John! Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
You, son, listen, that's what somebody sent me, and he's not in the room anymore, okay?
I think
That was so nice of you, Kitty. You warmed up McZed's cold heart because it's not warm enough yet. Only on June 1st do you know that it gets warm enough to truly enjoy the outdoor weather. And so McZed ignored my question when I asked, are words from 10,000 years ago floating around in our words today? Even words like God or one God. Hello?
Rhetorical questions are not meant to be responded to.
No, I get it. Silence is the answer. But what I'm saying is it's still just your opinion.
Yeah, we're all just humans sharing our opinions.
Nothing like the feeling of a cold Brits knife in the morning.
I don't think we have any evidence of the God of the Old Testament being a real.
Except for the promise he kept for the Jews.
I don't know. I haven't seen any promises fulfilled for the Jews.
They revived their state twice.
Yeah, but that wasn't from God, right? So.
Okay.
Well, yeah, your book shows God doing it, but that didn't happen. So it's unique what took place. I mean, if you want to say God, that was God, divine providence. I mean, every group can say that about any kind of movement.
I think anyone that was presuming that there were divine influences shaping human history, I think most people would look at the resurrection of the state of Israel. I think it'd be silly not to, personally. Like, as a disinterested guy just waving my hand saying, hey, any interesting miracles lately? Yeah, I'd throw that into the research pile. I think anyone would.
Well, yeah, then Islam is because of the fall of Constantinople. I mean, how far are we going to take
Go
this?
ahead. Research Islam if you think that there's God there.
McZed,
I'm just saying it's the same thing.
Constantinople.
McZed is...
King is God. I mean, Bro, you talk too damn much, though.
Mixed is simply attributing a political formation to a spiritual revelation. But the truth is, it's still just his opinion. And it's not necessarily a miracle. It's actually the opposite of a miracle because it has, if you go to Israel and you get off the bus in Tel Aviv, everybody looks like me or Mixed. And it's like Larry David clone walking around town and you're like, how did all these Ashkenazis get here? This is incredible.
Wait, what makes you a Jew? Is it just because you say you are?
Jew.
Like, you're the epitome of like a Hebrew Israelite. That's what you are.
Well, his father is Jewish. His
That
mother
doesn't make,
is
yeah, well, guess
religious.
what? Yeah, guess what? That doesn't, my mother's Jewish, so does it make me Jewish?
Well,
I'm Catholic.
According to the Jewish tradition, it would make
Your mother
you
being
Jewish.
Jewish would be
I guess you were
exactly
raised
what makes you
Catholic. Maybe you were raised Catholic, so.
Your belief in Jesus is what makes you
No.
non-Jewish.
No?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, your mother was Jewish. Your mother is Jewish. You would, according to the Jewish tradition, you'd be considered Jewish. However,
I
you
did.
were raised in. Yes, you didn't. Duh. I'm not retarded. I mean, I know this is a conference call for our words, but I understand. That's the whole point. But
So then how is he saying he is and his dad is?
his father is Jewish. His mother is Galatian.
She's gorgeous. I'm a cashew. The point, my mother's a whore. Listen, the point is projection's real. The other thing is, I'm in a book club. These types of descriptions and adjectives mean nothing because I just like to read books. That's my goal in life, is to read as many books as possible and discuss some of the concepts in those books, and that's it. And there's no personal.
At the top of your lungs. You're not having a conversation. You're just in here screaming hello every single time until we're all hypnotized, until we're screaming hello by ourselves in the fucking middle of nowhere. I'm screaming hello in a parking lot, in one of those old parking lots. Yeah, I'm screaming hello. That's what I'm doing.
A lot of people are doing the hello these days.
Yeah.
Donald in the Prove to Me God Exists rooms, whenever a theist comes in and won't let it go, he just says, hello, hello.
It's Donald Trump. Oh my God.
I get the shotgun. I had the shotgun.
See,
It's just an ass.
the hello is really just a polite interruption to draw attention to
It's not
oneself.
just. Can you give me the shotgun, please? Why are you bringing over so much track? Each track is 10 feet.
Rabbanu Shalom,
This is
I'm wondering if anybody could possibly tell us about the connection.
Hello?
The problem is you bring so much stuff.
Hello?
Rabbanu Shalom?
Can you give me the shotgun?
Rabbanu Shalom! What I'm trying to say is,
Somebody get me the shotgun.
what I'm trying to say is, can somebody explain to me the relationship between breathing and spirituality? Hello?
I don't know, but it might be someone else sounds off itself.
I'm ready for the shot.
This is the final plan in our Ultra Zionist MK Ultra Programming Hypnosis series for all Clubhouse users of Reid Hoffman and Peter Thiel. The Antichrist, Rabbanu Shalom. That's a joke. Kind of just like what Barth made. Anyways, my question was, if you take the deepest breath of the day right now, and you hold it for 10 seconds, and you let it go, and you just relax, don't have any thoughts, simply be and remain in silence. the point is, is your conditioning. Meaning, if you were to be transplanted into Tel Aviv or Dubai or Hyderabad or Shanghai, and you were forced to live there for many, many years, well, it would be quite an experience, and you would absorb your environment. You would learn new communication. You would learn new culture. You would learn a lot about yourself because you are not you. You are also your environment. And so all I'm trying to say is programming matters, and Clubhouse is a very short program. Many of you will be here for hours, though, today. And I would encourage the courageous ones to pick up a book and create a room set and call it, I'm going to read to you a book. And just try to read to a book to somebody for 10 minutes. Because in the John Kitover Chicago Charity and Society for Poetry and Books and helping kids read books who can't read books so good anymore, in conjunction with Derek Zoolander, I'm just trying to say, the more you think, the more you speak, the further from the truth you're going to get.
What does this have to do with the space program?
We're moon landing.
What I'm trying to say is the more you think, the more you speak, the further from the truth you're going to get. Hello?
You're the one that was talking the most.
That is one ounce to go.
I talk so much.
The irony.
So wait, when people tell me I talk so much, is that projection? Is that projection? I think I'm going to hit my projection alert bell. John Kitover talks too much.
The better question is, which rabbi is this?
Yeah.
I think I'm a real rabbi. I think I have the qualifications.
Okay, I didn't say that you didn't. It's just I have a friend here that I have always known for like 5 years to be a real rabbi.
Yeah, what are the qualifications?
You're gonna have to ask Rabbi Shmuley because the
Depends
qualifications are pretty
where you
cool.
go to school. Depends which school you go.
Yeshiva of Nebraska University.
There's no Yeshiva of Nebraska University. First of all, it's the University of Nebraska. My father went there. There's no rabbinical school there, but they do have an amazing press, University of Nebraska Press, that prints a ton of great Jewish academics.
Did he ever meet Rabbi Warren Buffett?
My grandparents sort of knew Warren Buffett in like around, kind of around. They never were smart enough to invest in him, unfortunately. But yeah, everyone knows where his house is.
He's a real rabbi. There's
Warren
so much
Buffett?
to learn. Yeah, there's so much to learn from him.
Have you ever seen the interviews? Have you seen the
By the way,
annual?
there is an Israeli space program, by the way.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Then how come the rockets never go to the moon? Usually.
Well, Rabbono Shalom, we are back. We have all the R words.
Sure, only America is even capable of sending a craft that will hold humans safely to the moon and back. I think they're the only ones.
It's not like getting into a Tesla, McZed. You're in a high-velocity rocket ship flying at... Have you ever flown at 60,000 miles per hour into outer space? I don't think you have. You'd shit your pants.
I got a quick question for the observant Jews.
Rabbono Shalom.
If you had your go into outer space, or would you send a goy?
Rabbono Shalom, we already are in outer space, and that's why I resent the propaganda of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the biggest propagandist amongst us. We just need to build housing for ourselves, secure the border, and pay down the debt, and hire McZed to possibly expunge some of this debt that we can't seem to dislodge. McZed, help us. Get us to the cycle. Teach us the ways of debt resolution so that we may live debt-free, McZed.
There's someone muted now. It's Allison.
They don't like my speech. For some reason, I'm a highly censored individual. I didn't want to be born this way, highly censored. It's a condition I have. Everywhere I go to speak, I'm censored. Rabbono Shalom. I can't believe the censorship, the fascism, and the so-called democracy. None of these Democrats will allow a man to speak for more than just a couple seconds. And it's not because I'm white or bald or an Ashkenazi, Mishling and cashew-like. The fact of the matter is, people don't like me speaking because they want to hear themselves speak, or they want to hear other people speak about the same topic that they've been talking about for years. Or you're looking for a Muslim with a baseball bat to beat up, and he can come in here and practice his not so good English stuff, and then you guys can enjoy your day like you always do in here with Dr. Barthology. I am. They kicked me! That's my kicking!
Nick was in their hands and he was dropping the balls. Let me say this.
The shit out of them and bombing him and bombing him and bombing him. But even then, these people are so about dying and so about being a martyr that this is nothing for them. And that's what I think a lot of Americans don't understand, right? Yeah. So this is what they want, actually. For years.
Yeah, I got a question as far as JD Vance leading the talks and stuff tomorrow. What do you think about that? I mean, do you think he's gonna come through, or do you think it's gonna fall apart? I mean,
come through like in what way?
Like in there being
masterclass in roasting.
I don't know JD Vance too well, so
he's gonna do what Trump tells him to do. He's not gonna go like him and Trump are on the same page for sure. He's not a Mike Pence, and he's loyal to Trump. I don't think he's gonna turn in any other direction than what Trump tells him and what their advisors tell him to do. That's what I believe. So
yeah.
I don't know. Anything that they'll announce tomorrow after will be kind of in a sense of like, hey, we got this done. It's never going to be like, we never got this done. We're still in the works. No, they're always going to say that something amazing happened, just like this fucking ceasefire thing. And I love Trump, but honestly, I believe that this whole ceasefire thing was all bullshit, to tell you the truth. That's what I believe. I believe nothing happened because the Strait of Hormuz is still fucking closed. So I believe that nothing really was accomplished. The only thing that was accomplished is that we probably set back their missile program for years. And same thing with their nuclear program. It's set back to probably almost the beginning of, whatever we could set it back to. I think that's the most accomplished thing. We took out very high-level people, IRGC, which they could be replaced down the line one day, but I think they're...
My friend, what'd you think about that room? I call that like a master class in roasting. What do you think?
I don't know. That was amazing. I mean, I guess the guy got triggered and then he booted you out. That was, he's retarded. He's a retard.
I like him personally, but I'm not opposed to also critiquing people's creation. I mean, to say that I'm not an artist or I'm both. I'm an artist and a critic. And that's just what I think this is I think we have to accept that we are all creating art all the time, whether you like it or not. And if people don't like your art, they're going to let you know. I'm not saying I got kicked. I'm saying I intentionally want to get kicked. Like, I call it death by kicking.
That's the goal, really.
Yeah, but you want to prolong it. It's not like you want to just, waste the kick. You want the kick to be like a big setup.
You want to earn it.
Yeah, you want to make sure that I push the buttons, because he's sitting there working. He's sitting there, get me the fucking hammer, get me the... Anyways.
Did you hear him after he kicked you?
No, unfortunately I didn't have a backup account set up to record the post-kick conversation. Which believe me, I would like to actually have that queued up.
Which you frequently...
I frequently do. I do. And in fact, I generally do have that room recorded. And I recorded that room for many weeks straight. We're talking probably 4 weeks I recorded Barth's rooms. It was because I had 4 recording studios set up in my house, and he was one of my regulars.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, anyway, he kicked you, and then he immediately started yelling to his work partner. And he was like, I don't know, they're like doing something. They're doing some like work where they do together.
Mhm.
He kicked you, and he's like, I can't fucking stand this guy. Every fucking day he comes in and wastes time, and then immediately he was like, oh, so you're over there with them? So everybody's got a partner except for me. So you're gonna just fucking do it over there, and I'm gonna do it over here all by myself? Well, fuck you guys, then I'm gonna fucking do it over here then. And that's when I left. John was here. He raised his hand, but then I didn't do it quick enough.
He's a non-native English speaker. So I mean, I think my theory about, well, first of all, he always brings in people who generally don't speak English as their first language. So you know, you have to admit at some point, like you are engaging with people that want to practice their English. You know.
Right. I mean, if I spoke a foreign language, I would. If I was learning English, I would love this app.
Yeah. There's Farsi. There's
learning English.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to learn other language. Did you know how many Chinese characters there are in the Chinese like alphabet? It's like 20,000, like 30, like fucking huge number.
Rabbana Shalom, I am learning Hebrew, and I'm at the very beginning, and no pressure. But if you wanted to learn a language and you wanted that language to be Hebrew, then at some point we would be starting at the same level, and at some point potentially we could practice Hebrew together, and we could use this as a Hebrew language learning app.
I'll be honest with you. I think learning Hebrew is a waste of time.
It probably is a waste. What do you think would be the most valuable language? Spanish?
No,
Arabic?
English.
Mandarin? Well, besides that, you said you wanted to learn another.
Oh well, teach me an English word that I don't know.
That's a good challenge.
I got words I bet you don't know, but I can't even think of them off the top of my head. I know one word that I'm thinking of.
What word are you thinking of?
Beneficence.
Beneficence. Something to do with benefit? I don't know what that
Basically, yeah, in a way. I mean, the benefit would be, it's like, glory, basically. Somebody accused me, they're like, that's not benevolent. I was like, no, this is beneficence.
Beneficence is the ethical principle of acting to benefit others. The beneficence, the quality or state of being beneficent. Oh, thank you very much. That's a very helpful definition. Beneficence is the state of being beneficent. I need to look that up. Beneficent is doing or producing something good. Yeah. For you to record retards all day, every day, is it beneficent for your life? Are you exhibiting beneficence? Or, whatever. As it were.
Rabbana Shalom. Did you ever see that movie?
Maybe learning Hebrew is a waste of time, I guess.
Because I have the Sefer Avadot right here, and on the left side is English. On the right side is Hebrew. And when I look at the Hebrew, I'm like, that shit looks like a fucking software, computer program code to me. Why the fuck am I gonna try to have to? I'm not getting into computer programming over here, bro. I already got the fucking program. It's called English.
Right. The English translation is right there.
It's just like
And I guess
it's like code.
learning. You know what? For me personally, this is of no concern to you. But the language learning ability to learn Hebrew, the way to make money with that ability, the easiest way for me to make money with that ability is to learn more plants. So I should just take my language learning abilities and just every day learn more and more plants, and then I'll just know all of the plants. And then we'll be walking along, and I'll say, that's that, and I know them all. And I'll get paid for that, being the plant guy. And that's a humble life, being plant
Okay, Zach. Zach, I'm gonna send you $100, but you have to open up a nonprofit called the Portland, Maine Reading Society and Poetry Club, and I'm gonna introduce you to the world of poetry, NLP, ASMR, and I'm gonna fund your first $100 community activity. What do you say?
It sounds good, and we're gonna
Pro bono show alive! It's good! It's good! Zach, do you know that Balthasar Gracian, the famous Jesuit priest, the last chapter of his book says about his book of axioms and philosophical and political strategy? You know what it says?
I have it somewhere in my house, but no. What does it say?
Last chapter is, in a word, be a saint.
Oh, simple as that.
And what does a saint do?
Blesses others, helps others.
No, a saint does good.
A saint is beneficent.
A saint is beneficent. Beneficent. Beneficence!
I guess it's like the opposite of maleficent.
Yeah.
Beneficent.
You know what this kind of shocked me. Do you know what the post-Shabbos prayers say?
Again, I could look it up, but
It's the post-evening service. It is called the evening service. I was shocked. It's all about war. Because it's about David. It says, listen to this. Unto David, blessed be the Eternal, my refuge, who instructeth my hands for the combat, my fingers for war. I was like, what? That's the first thing you read after Shabbos breaks? I was like, damn. Oh my God. It says, my source of mercy and my fortress.
Wait, where are you reading from?
For the conclusion of the Sabbath.
For the conclusion of the Sabbath.
It's in the Siddur.
Is it a Siddur? What page?
Avodah Israel, page 321 for me.
Page 321.
Now I'm looking at the Hebrew and I'm like, look at all that software code.
This is not. I don't have the same book as you, I guess. But I'm in the same. Okay, I got it. Which Siddur do you have? Is it the blue one?
It's the Siddur Avodah Israel Sinai Publishing. These come in like metal cases.
It's not the Siddur Tehillat Hashem. That's the Chabad Siddur.
Yeah.
Okay, we have different books here.
Anyways, the point is, I was just like reading it because I was reading it post Shabbos,
for war.
and I was like, "Wow, dude!" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's extreme right there." Woo! So Rabbanu Shalom, I'm just saying that like starting with Rumi would be excellent. Starting with the Tao Te Ching, just reading the Tao Te Ching publicly in your community will transmit, because this all deals with like network theory. And so if you can read that out loud or get children to read it, or read it publicly, or, especially creating videos with the $100 would be the best way to use the $100. So just recording people reading Tao Te Ching in the public square could like help liberate Portland, Maine. So that's what the $100 will fund. And also the first three letters of the word fund are what?
Fun.
Fun! Fun. I'm funding fun. If we have that type of attitude, my friend, we can lift ourselves up into the atmosphere. Financially speaking, of course. We're bonus show alone. And have fun doing it. I'm telling you, people don't realize that books are just sitting there waiting to be experienced in the same way that people play video games. It's a program. But when you actually start reading, you understand what intelligence is. It's because you realize how stupid you are outside of a book. And once you engage in books all the time, well, guess what? Your language ends up becoming beneficent. And you learn these words to transform your life and other people's lives and the material world itself, to beautify it. Because I'm sure you like a clean garden, a clean park, clean forest, no pollution, no poison, no garbage, no poo poo, no pee pee, just biodegradable poo poo. Please don't pee on my lawn.
Have you ever heard of a book that is called A Calendar of Wisdom?
Yeah.
By Leo Tolstoy? Do you have that one?
Yep, I have that one.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. But Tao Te Ching I find to be just the most perfect book to always pick up. Seems to be, I mean, it says that the Tao seems to be before the God, you know, and that's somebody's translation. So it's a whole interesting perspective. Very powerful book, and there's a part that says that, you know, it allows you to reach into the mystery or the mysterious and create miracles. It's like a miracles book. I mean, we could write our own, but like it would almost be like us trying to imitate the Tao Te Ching. So, anyways, just big pro Tao Te Ching. You can read anything you want, but I would really encourage you to get a tripod. There are $20 tripods that stand 6 feet on Amazon that will hold your phone perfectly.
I just got it. Yeah, I got a new tripod actually.
Oh, good.
For filming. I mean, I'm trying to get into filming my fucking nature content as well, whatever that would be.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just changed the terms of the deal. I'm going to give you $1 a video, and you can pay me $1 a video.
That sounds good.
Yeah, everything is with $1.
Yeah, this is a good book.
We've been on the show a lot.
Failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there's no end to the blame. Therefore, the master fulfills his own obligations and corrects his own mistakes. He does what he needs to do and demands nothing of others, and all he does is in the pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In the pursuit of Clubhouse, every day somebody is retarded. Less and less do you need to force things. Anyway, you get it.
So this one got a lot of views yesterday.
No one's arguing that DI conflates the two, gender and race as a single protected class. We understand that they have been treated separately in case law, but I also think we can go back ad absurdum to the beginning of the. No one's arguing that.
Okay, so that is another. This is what I unfortunately came to the conclusion of. Is that Clubhouse is actually a gold mine of content just like that. The ridiculously absurd conversations, but particularly African American females screaming it. That to me is the funniest of it all. And so it seems to get a lot of views because right from the get-go, people are drawn into that sound that I just played you. And it gets a lot of views with the algorithm. The algorithm seems to prefer showing it, and people seem to prefer watching it, we are told to believe. But maybe the algorithm wants people to watch that. And people are just kind of zombie drones, and as soon as they're presented something, they just stick with it. So that's one theory about the algorithm. And so there is a certain demographic that will get more views because the algorithm is trained to give that certain demographic. You might call it DEI algorithm or affirmative action Al. That's the real name of life, affirmative action Al. That's the actual chooser in our society. It doesn't exist in the real world, but in the algorithmic world. Um, oh, Keegan's here. Look, see, algorithmic Al has given us what we may be looking for.
A gift.
Welcome, Keegan, to the room.
What's the gift?
Oh, your presence.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand that even though you have certain, opinions, it doesn't mean that we don't value your presence. And in French, do you know how to translate presence into French? It's one of my favorite words.
Presents.
Wrong. Wrong. You'd have to look it up, but it's actually pronounced puissant.
I thought that was fish.
No, puissant is
No,
presence.
that's fish.
Puissance.
What are we talking about here?
Croissant.
Croissants?
What are we talking in here? Because there's no good rooms on Clubhouse today.
Well, we were talking about the Tao Te Ching. Have you ever read the Tao Te Ching, Keegan? Are you familiar with that?
I haven't.
Do you know what it is? Do you even know what it is?
Is that the Communist Manifesto?
Keegan, have you ever read a book?
I have not read a book. I'm
read a book. Now, do you know what a book is?
I'm just caveat. I'm indecisive as an individual, so it's like, why read a book when I can just read a tweet?
Keegan, maybe I could read to you from this book, which is called the Tao Te Ching. Can I read from you from Tao Te Ching?
Yeah, it's in English.
It's in English, except for the word Tao. And that word is a Chinese word, Tao. And the word Tao is basically, you could just, whenever I say that word, you could just out your mind and just hear noise instead, and it would have the same meaning. Okay, so here is the page number 1 of the book. The Tao that can be told, the buzzing noise in your head that can be explained, is not the eternal Tao. So the buzzing noise in your head that means nothing, that you can articulate and explain, that's not the eternal buzzing noise. Okay? Furthermore, Keegan, it says the name that can be named is not the eternal name. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. So your name is Keegan, but that's not the eternal name of you. Okay? And Yahweh's name is Allah, or Jehovah, or Jesus Christ of Nazareth. But that's not the eternal name of God, right? The eternal name goes on to say, actually it says the unnameable is the eternally real. The unnameable is the only thing that is eternally real, the unnameable. And it says naming is the origin of all particular things. Free from desire, actually you may realize the mystery, but caught in desire you see only the manifestations. You just see what you see. It's bullshit. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Yet, mystery and manifestations, the bullshit, arise from the same source.
Look at this light.
The mystery of life, beautiful, cool, interesting. The bullshit manifestations arise from the same source. This source is called darkness. Darkness within darkness within darkness within darkness. That is the gateway